Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. It really helps out the channel and I would love to make more in the future. Discover the top art galleries in America. The art scene in America is very much alive and well, bringing together many different cultures and creative voices. Going from one art gallery to another, you can see a wide variety of works and meet a lot of very talented young artists. Which is why I'm convinced that America is a must-see for anyone who loves art. There are cultural treasures, 5 art galleries, which represent the peak of the artistic landscape of this country. They are not just cool buildings, they house some of the most incredible, spellbinding pieces of art, and they are some of the best places to visit, if not the best places in this country, to appreciate art. Located at 1000 Fifth Avenue, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Met, is part of the Museum Mile in New York City. The Met is situated along the east side of Central Park's Upper East Side. It is most strongly recommended by experts to visit in the early morning to avoid large crowds. Because of the collection's breadth and the strong sense of visual narrative that it generates, the Met is a very popular destination with both domestic and international tourists. The Met is an art museum that covers more than 2 million square feet. It is the cornerstone of a magnificent collection that covers 5,000 years of art and history. It is a virtual timeline of the world, running in a straight line from the earthly beginning, virtually represented by the Temple of Dendur, to the recent series of unfortunate events. When guests step into the Metropolitan Museum of Art, they can't help but be awestruck. Navigating through the hallowed halls offers an up-close and personal look at some of the most celebrated visual art. No stone has been left unturned. No period, style, or artist has been overlooked. The result is a collection that spans history, illuminates every corner of our imagination, and quite simply boggles the mind, whether you're in the Netherlandish Hall, ogling Rembrandt's self-portrait with 2 circles, or standing with the sleek sculptures on the Met's rooftop in the contemporary sculpture wing. The Met is home to an enormous assortment of art, displaying everything from Egyptian artifacts to European masterpieces and American art, with some standout pieces in each category. For instance, in the European art section, they have Vincent van Gogh's self-portrait with a straw hat and Emanuel Lewitz's Washington crossing the Delaware. In a crowded field, the Temple of Dendur reigns supreme as the most visited exhibition at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Few sites there can compare to the sheer scale and splendor of this endothelial monument, crafted by the Nubian ruler Petronius, circa 15 BC, and later, located in the heart of Illinois on South Michigan Avenue, the Art Institute of Chicago is best enjoyed in the morning. This world-famous museum houses an unparalleled collection of art that is sure to captivate visitors of all types, from the casual observer to the devoted art fan. Inside, one can take in a vast array of pieces, both famous and not so much. The bedroom, 1889 by the troubled genius Vincent van Gogh, is here, as is A Sunday on La Grande Jatte, 1884 by another genius, the Frenchman Georges Seurat. But it doesn't stop there. The Art Institute of Chicago is the place where many iconic American works, including the most famous American painting of them all, Grant Wood's American Gothic, became famous. The National Gallery of Art is found at a place called the heart of the city. It is sited at the corner of 6th and Constitution Avenue Northwest in Washington, D.C. For anyone who loves art, it is a wonderful place to be. For those who love that art can serve as a catalyst for change, it is a doubly wonderful place to be. The works of art that have been gathered in this gallery offer what I think of as a transformative experience for anyone who takes the time to look, and that is something that, for me, is exactly the opposite of trivial. In 2 immense and intricately designed buildings, the National Gallery of Art proudly houses its vast and diverse collection. Those 2 structures were built a half-century apart and rise near each other above the Mall in Washington, D.C. They amount to 500,000 square feet of exhibition space. Inside the gallery, people can see numerous masterpieces. From the Renaissance to the present day, the works of numerous iconic artists in our cultural memory greet viewers. Among the more noted artists whose works are displayed in the art gallery include Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, and Jackson Pollock. Visitors to this art museum really do get a chance to see some of the masterworks in the history of art, and I highly recommend a visit. Renowned worldwide for its exquisite technique and delicate beauty, the collection of Johannes Vermeer's paintings holds the place of honor within the gallery. Works such as Vermeer's 1665 oil painting, Girl with a Red Hat, undoubtedly draw art lovers from around the globe. With Vermeer's artwork, it seems as if we peer through a thick curtain of time, looking directly at his sitters and their emotions. Woman holding balance and a lady writing are executed by Vermeer in single light source, and the chiaroscuro technique of Renaissance art is fully apparent. But Vermeer takes that to a whole new level. Nestled in the vibrant city of New York, the Museum of Modern Art is quite the hit with folks who like their art clean and crisp. This is because Museum of Modern Art's collection focuses on the artwork created since the late 1880s. The art here is not only contemporary but modern too. And while an afternoon or evening visit will still yield rich rewards, there's something to be said for seeing the art at MoMA during weekday mornings. At those times, the museum feels like a soothing place where you can actually spend a minute with an art display. Unlike most weekdays in the city when dawdlers and fangirls get run over by the torrid pace of life. The Museum of Modern Art is located in the center of New York City, on West 53rd Street in Manhattan. This is an iconic establishment, known worldwide for the masterpieces it houses. It is good to come on a weekday morning to have plenty of time to view all the work, since this semi-underground part of Manhattan is not as crowded as other parts of the city. The Museum of Modern Art, more commonly known as MoMA, is home to over 150,000 works of art. Spreading across 6 floors, this vast collection comprehensively represents a wide range of art movements, styles, and mediums. With each movement and medium commanding its own room, or often group of rooms, visitors are greeted with a nearly avalanche-like abundance of the art they love. Artworks by renowned artists, including Vincent van Gogh, take center stage at MoMA. The museum diligently showcases a few of the many masterpieces these artists have done. For instance, there's the 1889 piece Joseph Roulin, a fantastic gallery of colors with an expressive portrait at its center. One also gets to see the 1889 work, The Olive Trees, which is seen as an important bridge between the Impressionist style of Van Gogh's former mentor, Camille Pissarro, and his own unique post-Impressionist vision. One of the MoMA's most well-liked exhibits, and my absolute favorite, is Vincent van Gogh's The Starry Night. People from all over come to see this painting, drawn in by its bold colors and the swirling, motion-infused depiction of the sky. If you appreciate art, you can't miss it. The Los Angeles County Museum of Art, LACMA, is a true treasure on the famous Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles. To make the most of a visit here, try to come during the weekday afternoons, when things are a bit quieter and less crowded. This way, you can really take your time and enjoy the incredible spread of art LACMA has to offer. An assortment of modern and classical art awaits visitors at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. This is no sleepy repository. Instead, it is much like the city itself, a place where top contemporary artists like Robert Rauschenberg, Roy Lichtenstein, and Damien Hirst force you to take sides in the raging art world battles of the moment, while at the same time the museum insists that you listen to what Botticelli, Rubens, and Rembrandt have to say. LACMA houses numerous valuable works, including many portraits. One that stands out is No Tin, Wind, an 1833 oil painting by Henry Inman that depicts a Chippewa chief. Another is Peter Dirk's Tjark, a 1638 oil painting on canvas by Frans Hals, the virtuoso of the Dutch Golden Age. On a wall nearby is Martin Luiten, a 1632 oil on wood panel by Rembrandt Harmenzoon van Rijn. And then there's the Urban Light installation, which could be called the museum's most famous work. It's an arrangement of 202 functioning, full-size cast-iron street lamps that have been restored and placed in front of the museum. The lamps date from the 1920s and 30s and were for a long time unapologetically utilitarian. If you have enjoyed this video, or if it was helpful in any way, please feel free to paint a like button, then hang it up in your living room so you can press it anytime you want. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. Thank you and have an awesome day.